I'm not late, am I? Oh no. Oh no. Hold on. Let me see. Uh no. Hold on. I'm not late. What time was my stream set? Actually, I'm actually curious now. Oh yeah, 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 definitely not late. Woo, ooh, that's kind of hot. Ooh, ooh, yikes. Oh boy. Yeah, yeah. Hello, Sleepy. Welcome to my stream. Hello, Peck. Welcome to my stream. Yeah, slightly. Yeah, a couple hours late. Uh, hold on. Give me a sec. I'm sorry. I should have done this a few hours ago. Uh, okay. How do I do this again? No! Very professional of me doing this live. Okay. There we go. So, we're going back to Disco Elysium. Now, sorry. We're gonna be... What's this? Oh, oh, no, 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 no. Ooh! I did not know this was possible. Oh! Damn, that's pretty! Ooh! Okay, okay, okay. So we're gonna continue. We're gonna load. Uh, yeah, we're gonna load here. We're gonna now actually load on actual load points and not on autosaves, because if this actually gets corrupted, I actually should have just checked this beforehand. If this gets corrupted, then we're gonna swap to a different game. If we lose power and it like disrupts it again like last time, oh boy, that's not gonna be nice. So you know, there's a slight bit of time paradox because I have learned a few things as I was testing the game out. Where's the thought cabinet? So, I can internalize this, and we're gonna have to try to find a solution for it. So he's thinking who he is, and it will develop over time, and we'll also internalize that. So we're gonna try to learn who we are, and not only that, temporary research bonus -1 logic, head in the clouds and research, +1 encyclopedia. Ooh, ooh, that's how that works. Nice. Okay. This time, oh, we have an ability. Perception, perhaps? Uh, hmm. Half-light, composure, interfacing, master machines, lockpicks, pick locks, and pockets. Oh, we can be a pickpocket. Ah. So. Uh. Hmm. Yeah, let's do that. Let's have 3 perception at least. We're trying to learn now who we are. And where we are. So one of the main differences right here is that we actually lost our gun, and people know it.
The theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme, used on everything from pinball cabinets to full flavor cigarettes. Clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all the profiteers and homosexuals. Basically, imagine a yellow plastic crown with a liquor brand emblazoned on it.
Wait, where do you get such a crown? The king and the century is gone. Fascinating, pretty fascinating.
The sentiment is called anti-centennial nostalgia, pining for a time before the turn of the century. It's common even now, after 50 years.
So it's been 50 years since the nobility. Gotcha. Like how he walks, he struts. Oh yeah,
Can I help you?
I've seen something here at the whirling I need to talk about.
What thing? Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction.
He's angry about that.
They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
Funny thing is, we can actually get more types of clothing over time. So, you know, we can strut that stuff.
He hates the union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate.
It's a shame you've got to suffer.
I don't. I'm simply providing a service, or really facilitating the offering of services to paying customers, and it doesn't matter. I don't have to explain myself to you.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
The lieutenant gives you a meaningful nod.
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
I actually like him. Like, he's so straightforward.
There are these things called days. You sleep between them. He's saying they'll come after you've slept. Just make...
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
So...
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
The fact that the garbage disposal company just knows that, hey, there's that douchebag that locks his trash can.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
Callous? What are you, Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The whirling in rags is not special in that regard.
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
I like how they're telling us stuff very in detail, which is really interesting. Like, you know, it's cool.
No one was implying you were, officer. Where were we?
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please. Absolutely out of the question.
You wait and see, cafeteria manager.
You wait and see, cafeteria manager.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit. Your body is ready, sire.
I'm excited. Acquire a copy of the map of the city. So we're not gonna actually get a map on I want a map now. Much more convenient to have a map immediately. Why do we have to locate one? Oh, sorry.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
Oh my god, that's a legendary fizz. Oh god, never mind.
With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Didn't they just have information that there's something in there?
There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
Ah, this is the dead guy's fucking hands.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer.
The plastic bag mark as evidence in his pocket.
Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty. Or empty. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but
He looks into the
The
container.
bat is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it
All right,
in an
Pack.
urban scenario.
Thank you for lurking.
Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that,
A thrown out towel, a mug. That's
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
I think someone from Malaysia. Yeah, someone is.
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash, the lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
The fuck's he on about? Kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something.
See?
the lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container. It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this?
Oh?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paperwork? Yes, it is. Look. This plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
We can't give him an answer. Oh no. You know, we were fucking drunk. How would I fucking know? Damn. Don't do this to us. I need to lose it. The great bloodletting to begin.
What are you talking about? I don't know either. You should take stock of your notes. Make sure it's all there. Official notes contain informants' names. If some have fallen into the hands of the RCM's adversaries, bloodletting may well ensue.
Yeah, sure.
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man
Oh,
frolicking
God.
in saffron. Only in its social sensibility.
Briefly glance. Return.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item first.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Read your ledger in the case, and who put the clothes in the trash. Use the interact button. How do I interact with this?
It's the
Oh, there
letter
we
you
go.
found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Oh my god.
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you.
For being a shit.
Thank you, waterlogged ledger, for spelling it out for us. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart. It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want. If you want it to be kitchen tissue, it can be kitchen tissue. It's not though. It's toilet paper.
Ew. Why do I need to know that?
Still wet, the toilet paper, I mean kitchen tissue, sorry, is off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off your finger and voila, the ledger now looks marginally better. An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip. The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before. It is similar to the RCM watermark on your blazer the lieutenant mentioned. Didn't he say something about the headlights of his motor carriage? That you can read these there?
Lieutenant, there is one in the hologram marks you mentioned. Point to the sticker.
What? Yes, halogen watermark used for adding information to RCM property. It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
Maybe yours will have how many cases you've solved. How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do.
You mentioned headlights before the kinema.
Yes, RCM vehicles have headlights tuned especially to reveal halogen watermarks.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight. They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible. Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
He has 2 cases a week. Good cause load, Lieutenant. Not the pages.
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes.
2 cases a week have been my load, Lieutenant. I'm not sure to complete them, though.
2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me.
I burned out. I'm sure I made plenty of mistakes.
It's okay. We all make mistakes.
God knows I've made my share. He tries not to think of them. Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
There was a mention of a naming convention here.
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. A title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cop show staples. Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Order. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case.
More?
Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the Ukar parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
Kim, my case appears to some employee have naming convention.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene? Good. That's a good one.
He understands you're concealing something, sire.
Nah, are we? Kim, you can trust us.
But do you also use the titular?
What does that mean? Let's actually Google that word. Titular. Holding or constituting a pure formal position without any real title, denoting a person. Yeah, no, I don't understand.
Right, of course.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
I have an open case in the room.
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete. The tasks you've completed flow out of the kind green ape pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Have you by any chance named our case?
No, actually. Any ideas?
The hanged man, the Furies are at home in the mirror, the setting sun shit on a stick.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now. Yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB 41.
I don't know what those are though.
Then, date of initialization
What is he
and
trying to talk
time
about?
of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 41120111700, the Next World Mural. Why, yes, your precinct number is 41.
41, yeah.
Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB are your initials.
HDB.
That is improbable. It takes about half an hour to piece one together using the system you've devised. Where do you want to start? This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito, nay, a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Couronne.
Grand Couronne.
Cause of failure, rent too high. The mural is enormous. 2 silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cut into their form reads, "True love is possible, only in the next world. For new people, it is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class. People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer.
The
You and your partner
bummer.
are assigned to the case."
Everyone does not like that. It feels like it's like it's a sight for sore eyes.
The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the bell lectures have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution, but not the design. The ideologue of the Next World mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown. The case files do not show you finding the author of the design. The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organized by you and the rest of Row 3. The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villalobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between 2 options.
I think removing it would be the best.
A staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority, and that love truly is possible in the next world for new people, and it is too late for us.
Wreak havoc in the middle class. Must have voted even possibly lobbied remove.
No one cares what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet ledger. What do you want to tackle next? Or are we done? Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still sags from the clipboard. It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back you see the embossed letters, RCM. Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment? Permeables. It's not hidden per se. The compartment is made for permeable materials that would get damaged if something happened to it. The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center. Blue. The blue heart. Don't look into it. With your hands, U4-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board.
Let's put away our ledger for now. Oh.
The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience.
Please don't vomit, please
This
don't vomit,
base
please don't
surrounded by a
vomit.
faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner.
Alright.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
This mug will be useful. By denouncing it, I can earn political capital to make bad hustling, i.e. fraud, embezzlement. I can push this into a face of every merchant I'll find them. Is this your inane idea? This mug doesn't belong in the trash. It was just a funny mug. Can't anyone laugh at this anymore? This mug is an example of fetish. I'm going to use it as an example. You know what?
If you want to earn some change by guilting people, go for it. But if you want to earn real dough, finish the case and start getting paid again.
Alright, I'm sorry. How much can I sell this for? Nothing. Alright. We luckily got a pen from the old lady, so that's nice. She gave us a pen. Read the watermarks. Go to Kinema and turn on its lights. Luckily, we can just go back now to the owner and say, hey, you're a suspect.
Can I help you? Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Maybe you don't remember putting them there. Maybe you were sleepwalking in fatigue sake. Could someone on your staff put it? Who else has the key to the trash container?
The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Maybe,
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene. Yes? Another thing. Great. Yes?
okay. So we got that. Ask Kuno who else unauthorized access to the whirling trash. Keep an eye out for them. Yeah, we have a few things done now. Ooh, the kitchen's now open. Dishes, they smell like pine tree. Aroma and alcohol hangs in the air. Ooh. Of course, thanks.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This, as you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Quebec.
Kuransi, Quebec.
Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Garancy Quebec. Please, it's not funny. The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air. He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove.
Okay, let's try to open that door.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
Regardless of your patient skepticism, the door, it's part of the whirling rag. There is something about, I don't know,
Yes, I suppose it's worth seeing if we can get in. Just to be thorough. As a side investigation.
It's hardly a side investigation. You already have a name for it.
Yes, a mini side investigation. The mega investigation, calling it behind the blue doors.
If you say so, Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
I don't want to trespass. So let's talk to God. He's not gonna like me always asking for a way in.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. I love... Oh, yes, that door. Sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He's worried.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So, I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Yes?
Okay, so you have to locate the key to that place. You know what? Is the dude awake? Or did he just... No, he's still dead. Revachol. So what do we have right now? We have to locate for inspect the... Okay, we have to actually look at the body now. No, that's Kuno.
Fuck does Kuno care? The fuck about it? Your test.
Get lost,
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it? Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
I need to know...
Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real. Pig, these are found modulars. Liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pants scientists. Believe it, you need this shit.
He unwrap pants, he's graphite and brand.
These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness.
Also, he is military.
They will also make you into an idiot.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around, except for that up there. Now, you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, "I told you so," any louder.
Alright, Pickle, shit's rolling.
Don't do business with the pig, Kuno. He's gonna steal all your money, Kuno.
As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust you. Can't do business without trust.
There's more to his distrust than being a pig. He feels threatened by something obscure in you. What that is, however, remains a puzzle for now.
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again? Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you picked it after the mug fucker? Cause he's the clothes fucker?
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator.
Excuse me?
Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can...
Tell the Kuno who it was. He's curious. He likes putting 2 and 2 together here.
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. Get away from my Kuno.
Yeah? Get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face. Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed. Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
Maybe you are?
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno. Don't climb it, Kuno.
Dunno. Kiptas gardener used to work there.
Kipt is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Erie-Uppergite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Erie-Uppergites of Ilmara. Not so much anymore.
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno. Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
Yeah, her. What was she doing in the greenhouse in March anyway? What kind of gardening is done in March?
Hello, Peck. Welcome back.
Fish is sometimes used to fertilize the soil a few weeks before planting something. Maybe she was preparing the garden beds. Yes, it seems suspicious. You don't like things being like that. Suspicious.
That's just some shit roofing gimps left behind, lazy dinks.
There it is. That strange feeling again. As if there was more than meets the eye about that pile of roofing material.
Yes, shit. Some shit gimps left it behind. Suddenly raise your eye and left hand.
The fuck are you talking about? Kuno doesn't know what handed gimps they were.
Trying to get you to talk gimp, Kuno. Don't talk.
You can't hide it. I see without vision.
The fucking well. The fuck are you talking about? Ask me a normal question, pig.
They're trying to make you feel stupid, Kuno.
Can you shut up, C?
You glance again at the roofing material in front of the shack. Yes, you should go back there.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Bruv.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. Because it's nice and orderly, well laid, it reveals no secrets at this time.
Okay. That's annoying. Who put it in the trash? Buy a flan pants for Kuno. Alright. Okay, we have to see this dead body now.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes.
No, we can't do it. We can't do it. We don't have the endurance. Stop. Ooh. Oh, oops.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the black mosaic. The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message.
This looks
written
cool.
in the language of burnt rubber.
This is actually like, you know what? I can say that this is one of the coolest things that I've always seen in this game. Like, it tries to recreate the scene in this manner. And it's super cool how it does it.
Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there, and then accelerated straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry, according to the cafeteria manager. The hole in this fence doesn't look that huge. The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building. Before heading south, must have been in a hurry.
You are correct. This is a rather motor carriage-friendly city.
Somehow that makes you feel scared. You don't know why.
Whose voice is hot? Is it the Inland Empire? Like your own voice on the inside?
I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen in Martinez. With a jam right here on the roundabout. I would keep them separate.
You could follow the track south. There seems to be a canal there. See where they went, if you find the time.
Yeah, it's his inner voice, I believe, because that's Inland Empire. Let's talk to this lady first.
I can't believe it's snowing again. It felt like springtime just a few days ago.
What are we doing in the greenhouse in March, madam?
Well, this might be the last snow we get. At least I hope so. Snow has nutrients in it. Helps everything green up in the spring. At least that's what my grandma always told me.
She smiles shyly.
Nitrogen and sulfur mostly. And whatever factories and aerostatics exhale too, I guess.
Are you...
Stop looking at her. Look around. What do you see? That's right. And the canal, the bookstore, the harbor gates. This is a great vantage point for keeping an eye on you.
No, of course not. I don't understand what this is about. The kid did this, right? The red-haired rat? Can't say a sentence without or kipped. He's always giving me trouble.
I was talking to him, yes.
Maybe you shouldn't be. I mean, you do your job, but that kid is beyond help. And he certainly won't help you.
I mean, Kuno is Kuno. He's annoying.
You've been resting here for quite a while, haven't you?
Yes, I'm tired.
I understand. The RCM isn't welcome here, and the locals want to keep an eye on us.
There's silence, the smallest of smiles.
That's okay, miss. Do what you have to do. I think we're done here. Let's go.
Was it perception that we needed? Let's see. Let's go back at the back there again. Also, yeah, I agree. The deep voice dude is really cool. His voice is like, I can't reenact it.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material.
Yeah, I was already upgrading my perception anyways.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of
There we
internet.
go.
That's why they're too orderly. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
See, I'm the greatest detective. I'll just say that. I know what I'm doing, and we ain't lost. I actually don't know what I'm doing. Please help. Look at the thought cabinet. An empty tube of magnesium supplements. I see. Poster, get out of the way or get fucked up. Ooh. A silver plate with traces of yellow bone powder.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
Make you really...
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However...
He points at the ladder in the corner.
See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
Cured pig's head. It looks mummified. Mummy. No. We are learning so much from our investigation that we should be given a pay raise. Oh, we're now here. Pillars
Yes.
keep their wins together.
No response. He just arches his brow. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even. A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
You should focus on the case. Ooh. Maybe we can trade that with the kid. Lapse doors soon. No, health. Nice.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. When the wind ruffles the cloak, you can most definitely see a white rectangle on its back.
It's a cop cloak.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance, over the container yard. The look in his eyes is a mix of the engineer-like interest and the wonder of a 6-year-old seeing a horse for the first time.
Let's let out a whistle.
Yes, that's one way of putting it. It's certainly an impressive achievement of engineering.
He is. He's a nerd. I love him. I love him. I love Kim so much. Oh my god, he's such a nerd.
But I digress. We were focusing on your cloak here. The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it? Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meter stops. Whenever you're ready to do it,
I will
I'll be right
hydrate.
behind you.
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows what its pockets may hide?
What are we doing? We're awfully close to breaking into the industrial harbor. Or it could be that we are just exploring.
He's thinking you've forgotten where you are again. A tarpaulin cloak with possible...
Oh, there's something here. Oh, somebody's been drinking here. What do we have with us? We have nothing new. Oh, there's more coins here. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Did I just not grab that at all? Barrel full of rainwater. Okay, there's no way for us to get down there normally. Technically, I am lost. You know what? Let's save here. I don't trust this place. So let's follow the road tracks. So it basically went south. Key in it. Some tectonic force cracked it. Maybe a sea monster did it. This plaza damage that it's been caused by a sea monster. Excuse me. Track leading onto the roof. Wash them off. A spirited chirp.
Life doesn't need to be a struggle.
What?
I'll be with you in a moment, officer. Let me just finish my sandwich.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, all right?
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that.
He's
We're
French.
both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work. The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it, probably a sponsored ball. Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. The man ball is ready.
Merde! Bordel de merde!
A whorehouse of shit. It wasn't whorehouse or shit. The shot was at least 23 meters, probably 24, and then some. Nothing to be embarrassed about.
What the hell is your problem? You vandalized our game, son. We can't play pétanque with 5 bull. No, you don't. Our pétanque game is ruined. We want our bull back.
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done.
Of course there's
Not
harm
much.
done, you orange slug. You are
We're
a
just now
goddamn bull.
talking to this French guy who's angry at us.
Good. Mistakes are forgiven when men at least try to right their wrongs. I believe you will try. Now, why did you approach us?
Yes, why did you come here? It's unlikely they know anything about the murder.
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely. In Martinez, the Union is the law. So can you really blame them?
Hold on. Let me just do that.
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
I'm confident they are indispensable in regard to all the paperwork and other administrative duties.
Uh,
No man can afford to turn his eyes to the horizon if his rear isn't secured. If the women folk take care of that, then men can tackle the bigger issues.
great minds think alike, Renee. You and I seem to have figured it all out.
The RCM doesn't discriminate. Women are held to the same standards as men, and as reflected in the quarterly statistics, are equally effective in their job.
Unfortunately, Kim, I wasn't listening. My bad.
Unlike men, they also have to deal with the very same mentality you two are displaying right now. If it weren't for this, they would not perform us.
I'm glad at least some people keep a level head in these turbulent times. Yes, the terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game. No, it was left by heavy artillery fire.
The bigger issues. Oh, Mr. Lapa. Mr. Kim, I do not understand what you are trying to say. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. I shouldn't do that.
Why what? Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home. Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex
I like his
cult
voice so
propaganda
much.
and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
Oh. Suzerain. Huh. Okay.
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
Yeah. So this place is not independent. It's under this place is under control by another state.
This place is in beachhead, son. They had to soften the commies up first. Yes, the military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta. This here is Blood Ground, where Coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
He is morbid. Jesus, calm down, man.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Oh, I thought he said hangry. He said angry.
Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but the enemy of my enemy and all that, they're the lesser evil.
Explains why all the door
Damn
damage.
right, son.
Yeah.
They lit the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too. The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course they still all influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players on the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
Homies don't understand how money works. The foreign powers cleaned up our mess, and now they rule us. Shake your head in shame.
I'm sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frisel had risen from the grave and...
Ah, so 50 years ago, this was a... Ah! Ooh!
This royal failure weighs heavily on him.
Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. This is just what the commies wanted.
You know,
this was their plan all along.
as king,
This
we should
is
take
what they
over
wanted
this
to replace
place.
the role of the suzerain with. A true king in both blood and mind led Revachol before Frisel.
You know, this place would
He
be
would have been
perfect for
better,
my empire.
But the damn commies drove him into exile.
Some manner of self-deceit is present in his thinking. Sounds like this Guillaume abandoned him, and he doesn't want to admit it.
Yikes.
Damn Frisel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution. The suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already?
Yeah, the suzerain, yeah.
They've forgotten already.
Soon, they will forget everything. Him too. Then he chooses anger over melancholy.
It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's borders when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
No, no, no. Actually, save. But that was a long conversation. You hear a distant squeal in the beach. Oh, we actually can't go there. Oh. Ooh. I don't want to talk to more people. Did we jump that? No. Fudge. enormous bowls.
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle. While why place a tourist attraction in the middle of such poverty?
True.
There was a revitalization project in 49. A design studio tried restoring Martinez to its pre-war glory.
So the revitalization of the place didn't really work out. Yee.
They got as far as the street lamps and the statue on that intersection. Then something went sour. I suspect that something was Everard Clare, the union leader. He muscled them out. It's how it usually goes around here. We should have done something about the union 10 years ago. That ship has sailed, officer.
I understand. What is this? Equip to collect air tariff on the street.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Okay, let's move back, because this is not the place we were meant to go to. And this isn't part of the case, and we're still poor. We need the money! Wait, what? Ah! It went there. Oh. What's this glove? Electrochemistry. That's for interfacing. Gotcha.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool here. Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer. You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang! You're right, officer. 100%. No playing around then. Strictly business. Maybe I can interest you in some premium menswear instead.
No need to dress this one up. Just tell him what you want.
Oh, okay. But why, officer? Ah, yes. Money is very important.
Let's not extort him.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe? If so, you're not doing a very good job.
Sorry, detective.
Yeah, no.
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All Revachol.
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran Isola.
Ah.
Very sharp, officer. I'm Serais, from the Seaguy province of the Serais Empire. The Apricot Suzerainty, you know?
Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy archipelago was colonized by Revachol. It's a bit of a slur, in other words.
Yeah, yikes.
Very cool. I admire your awareness of our intertwined histories. It's super nice of you to apologize for colonialism. But the Apricot Suzerainty is a shithole. That's why I left.
I see.
cool, officer. Speaking of, why not support an independent local entrepreneur? Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. I'm an entrepreneur, officer. I've got sources, buyers, suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers. All extremely cool and above board. No need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale. Anything you want, 50% off.
But did he first mark them up 100%, just so that he could put them on sale?
My man, you know how the game is played. You and me, we should work together. What do you think? Shake things up? Anything for you.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
Save the economy? That sounds off.
Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Recycle your cash, keep it in circulation. Don't buy new things. Buy eco.
That doesn't make sense. Whoa. What?
Look around, officer. You see all these premium goods just sitting there, not getting bought? We've got to keep the flow of goods moving.
He's just being a businessman, I see.
Is this really the economy we want to leave to our children?
It's just nature, power, economics.
I can't go extinct, officer. I've got kids to feed. Once an economy goes extinct, it messes up the whole ecosystem. You got to think about the consequences.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places. The box smells like cat piss or like an old person with no money.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first-hand, buy second-hand. Keep the economy moving.
Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind, summer, 100% waterproof, and sport. All in different typefaces.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
We're poor but sure.
Gotta prepare for springtime, right?
It gives us composure. I like your outfit now. Holy.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses.
You like sunglasses, officer?
Abort. These are hideous. What's more, they don't even fit your face. You can feel them pinching your nose and chafing against your brow.
Damn, officer! You look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. They're practically made for you. I'll let you have them for $2.50.
No.
It's going to be very difficult for anyone to take you seriously with these things on your face.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
Are you sure? But they look so good on you. You should think this through, officer.
These are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap Syrahese plastic. The kind of plastic that melts in the sun.
Jesus Christ.
Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the show. If anything, these lenses probably direct more UV light into your pupils.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool, UV resistant. Oh, very interesting choice, officer. Very high culture.
This is how a sea monster sees the world. You've become a sea monster. Giant, hidden, and strangely tender at heart. All is blue. Alright, but these actually make your vision worse. It's like literally being underwater. Yes, but they also make your soul quiver like jello. So deep.
Wow, officer! You look so cool!
You're just here to say that because you want to sell them.
And they can be yours for a mere 3 real. My regular customers...
The lieutenant tilts his head and steps back, eyes narrowed in a thorough examination. It's a case to him.
You look like a musician. Like a blind musician. But you could do worse. Take them if you want.
I'm poor. I can be a proper cop. Okay. So the car went here because those are the car things. Huh. Alright, I'm actually getting kind of tired and we'll see if this actually saves for the next time. So, hello. I'll save the game for a sec. Okay, so I'm gonna play Graveyard Keeper either tomorrow or next week. I'm not sure what if I'm gonna be playing tomorrow. We're still making sure. I'm ending my stream early as well because in case the power goes out again, as it usually has done for the past couple of days now. But everyone, thank you for watching today's stream. I know it's kind of hella boring today because we're just reading into stuff and reacting, but we're gonna try to do much more fun stuff next time, much more chaotic stuff. A much more up close face. Yes. But yeah, thank you all for watching. If anything, have a wonderful day. Take care, guys. Bye bye.